Hello, everyone, and welcome to Indian Park in Kennett, Missouri, as we get set for high school baseball this afternoon as the Kennett Indians play host to the Portageville Bulldogs. Our broadcast this afternoon brought to you by Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods, Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture, the Kennett Country Club Pro Shop, McDonald's, Baker Implement Company, Farm Credit Services of Southeast Missouri, Glen Sane Motors, FM Bank, State Farm Insurance Agent Greg Wilson, Duncan Sheet Metal, Kennett Trust Bank, Kennett Board of Public Works, T.R. Baker Insurance, Darren Todd, Poor Judge, the Law Office of Peltz, McMullen, Edgington, and Morgan, Home Plate Bar and Grill, NEA Baptist Hospital, Bentley Farms, Ultimate Fitness and Sports, the Kennett Bowling Lanes, Aaron Waynick for Dunklin County Sheriff, by Nick Darter for Dunklin County Sheriff, by Delta Auto Parts and Salvage, by Citizens for Donnie Brown, by Greenpoint Ag of Portageville, by First State Bank and Trust, and by the City of Portageville. Welcome to our broadcast this afternoon from Indian Park. We are coming to you on KCRV FM 105.1. We're also on KBOA FM 105.5. And we are on 3 of our YouTube channels, KMIS YouTube, also on the KTMO YouTube and the KCRV YouTube. So lots of streaming platforms and baseball coming up this afternoon. Portageville 12-5 on the season. The Kennett Indians 5-7. The Indians have taken their infield practice. Portageville now doing the same. We'll take a pregame break. Check back as we get set for first pitch from Indian Park right after this.
Hello everyone, I'm Aaron Waynick and I'm running for Sheriff of Dunklin County. I'm a lifelong resident of Dunklin County and I have over 25 years experience in the field of law enforcement. During my career, I have been blessed to have been trained by and worked beside some of the best the business has had to offer. I have the experience and integrity to lead the Sheriff's Office in the years to come. I'm married to my best friend, Leah Jo, and we have 2 beautiful daughters, Ella Kate and Emery Lynn. My family and I would like to ask for your vote in the August 6, 2024 primary. Thank you.
Paid for by the committee to elect Aaron Waynick, Dunklin County Sheriff. Karen Vandiver, Treasurer.
Baker Implement Company and Case IH are proud to support area high school athletics.
The same way we have supported our customers and the community for 86 years.
Visit any of our 13 locations in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas to experience the power of red and the service and support that has kept customers coming back since 1938.
Case IH and Baker Implement Company, supporting our community on the field and in your field.
Looking for a reliable, lightning-fast internet service that doesn't break the bank? Kennett Board of Public Works is here with their fiber optic internet service, starting at just $29.95 a month, with speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. And the best part? Kennett Board of Public Works is your local provider, committed to serving the community with top-notch customer service and a network you can count on. Experience the power of fiber optics. Sign up now and revolutionize your internet experience with Kennett Board of Public Works Internet Service.
Hello, this is Darren Todd, Republican candidate for Circuit Judge of the 35th Judicial Circuit, comprising Dunklin and Stoddard counties. I am asking for your vote in the August 6th Republican primary for a 6-year term. I'm a 1991 graduate of Holcomb High School, a 1996 graduate of Southeast Missouri State University, and a 1999 graduate of Southern Illinois University School of Law. I will represent the people of the 35th Judicial Circuit with patience, open-mindedness, compassion, understanding, and firmness. Paid for by the committee to elect Darren Todd Judge, Kim Campbell Treasurer.
Now is the time to get your air conditioner serviced for the warm days ahead. Let the experienced techs at Duncan Sheet Metal replace that old unit with a new high-efficiency unit to stay more comfortable during the upcoming warmer months. A new high-efficiency unit will pay for itself with the big savings you see on your utility bill. Turn to the experts at Duncan Sheet Metal today for service and installation. 601 Highway VV in Kennett.
Duncan Sheet Metal wishes Caleb Duncan and the entire Kennett Indian baseball team the best of luck this season.
Perry Jones back at Indian Park as the coaches will meet with the umpires here as Coach Tyler Trover, head coach of the Portageville Bulldogs. Coach Trover was ejected for his first time ever. Congratulations, Coach Trover, in a 11-8 loss to Valley Catholic on Saturday. So Coach Trover probably listening or watching from the parking lot here this afternoon. The assistants will be James Tyler Fowler, Nathan Hampton, C.J. Kelly, David Patton, and Terry Smith Jr. for the Portageville Bulldogs. Coach Tyler Trover at the helm of Portageville, and they have a 12-5 record on the season. Their losses coming to Licking, Scott City, Notre Dame, a 13-12 loss to Notre Dame, a 1-0 loss to Park Hill Central, and then a loss on Saturday to Valley Catholic, 11-8. For the Kennett Indians, they are 5-7 on the season, and they're coming off that 3-2, 13-inning loss at Greenville. Boy, what a heartbreaker there. 13 innings and a 3-2 loss for the Kennett Indians. Bright sunshine here on Eclipse Day. A big crowd in the area watching the eclipse. And now we're going to have fans getting into Indian Park to watch some baseball on this beautiful, bright, hot, sunny April afternoon at Indian Park. We're going to take our final pregame break. We'll tell you the starting lineups. Portageville and Kennett from Indian Park and Kennett. Back with more right after this.
I'm Nick Darter, a candidate for Dunklin County Sheriff. I am a husband, father, and God-fearing man. I have been in law enforcement for 14 years as a field training officer, firearms instructor, taser instructor, school resource officer, mentor, and a volunteer firefighter. It is my desire to bring the experience I've acquired as well as the values that have been instilled in me to the Sheriff's Office. I would appreciate your vote August 6th for Dunklin County Sheriff, so together we can see Dunklin County be an even safer future.
Paid for by the committee to elect Nick Darter for sheriff, Philip A. Sandy, treasurer.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
First Missouri Bank of SEMO understands that banking is more than just managing dollars and cents. It's about strengthening relationships, helping neighbors, believing in our communities, and planning for the future. FM Bank proudly offers competitive rates on personal, home, agricultural, and business loans, and all banking decisions are made here in our local communities. Visit any of our FM Bank locations today for more info. To us, people matter. FM Bank is also proud to sponsor Kennett Indian Sports. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Indians take to the field. Portageville will come to the plate here in the top of the first inning. It'll be Dunlap, Adams, and Johnson, followed by Warren, Bradley, and Roberts, Parton, and then J. Bogan, followed by X. Bogan. The batting order for Portageville here in the top of the first inning, as we'll tell you more about the Bulldogs as they step to the plate, and they'll be facing the right-hander Ashton Williams. Ashton with a record of 4-0 in the season for the Indians. A game-time questionable start for Ashton as he was throwing a bullpen recently and had some tightness in his forearm. But he's taking his warm-ups, and the hard-throwing right-hander will get the start here this afternoon against Portageville. Here's the way Kennett will be in the field defensively. As I mentioned, Ashton Williams will be doing the pitching. Caleb Duncan will catch for the Kennett Indians. Owen Williams in the field at third base. Matt Gardner at shortstop. J.C. Poole at second. Peyton Brenham at first base for Kennett. Carter Shoemaker will be in left field for Kennett. Hayden Gilmore in center. And Jack Morrison in right field for the Kennett Indians. That's the way the Kennett Indians will take to the field defensively here in this ball game as Ashton Williams completes his warm-ups. Good to have you along this afternoon. T.R. Baker Insurance in Kennett, one of our great broadcast sponsors. They're an independent insurance agency offering a variety of insurance coverages, both commercial and personal lines of insurance, life, health, workers' compensation, and more. In business and servicing the area since 1966, give them a call for an insurance quote today. Last warm-up toss for Ashton. The throw goes down to Matt Gardner, the shortstop, covering the bag at second from Caleb Duncan, and we're ready to go. Aaron Dunlap will lead things off, left-handed hitter, center fielder defensively for the Bulldogs. Good speed for Dunlap. Branham deep at first. Coming in at third is Owen Williams to protect against the bunt. Ashton Williams looks in, gets the sign, and we're underway with a fastball in there for a called strike at the knees. John Whitaker behind the plate. Very experienced home plate umpire here this afternoon for this ball game. Ground ball to short. Matt Gardner on a couple of hops comes up, throws across in time for out number one. Ground ball and out at first is how we start this one. The Speedy Dunlap retired. Yeah, there's one down for Mason Adams. Mason, the shortstop for the Bulldogs. He's another left-handed hitter facing Ashton Williams. Ashton's pitch count has gotten up on him, and really mainly because the defense behind him in some recent starts, but been able to manage through that. This first pitch is fouled out of play down the left side. Mason back in the box, stands up close to the plate. The 0-1 pitch from Williams, breaking pitch, stays high, ball one. 1-1 the count. Portageville coming off that Final Four appearance last year, a disappointing loss in the semifinals, and trying to get back for a little revenge this year as ball two is high to Mason Adams, 2-1. Kennett Indians not reaching the Final Four last year as they fell in the sectional matchup against eventual state champion John Burroughs. Fastball is high, 3-1 now to Mason Adams. One out, nobody on for Portageville here in the top of the first inning. Thanks to all of our great broadcast sponsors. We're going to have lots Portageville baseball action coming your way, plus district tournament action for Portageville as this ball popped up in the air down the left side. And this gets out of play, and the count goes full 3-2 to Mason Adams. Class 2 District 1 will be held at Zenith Hornersville this year. We're going to try to carry all the action from that tournament. Ball four is high, and there's a one-out base runner for the Bulldogs. Adams reaches base. Now Connor Johnson will bat. Connor hits from the right side. Thanks to Monty Lyons handling the radio duties this afternoon, getting us on the air. Tad Jones helping set up all of our video broadcasts, including this one. Good lead at first. The first pitch to the plate, swing and a miss, and an inside fastball. Ashton Williams to Connor Johnson, strike one. Kennett infield at double play depth. Owen Williams even with the bag at third. Peyton Branham holds Adams on at first. Again, pretty good lead by Adams. He dances off a little further. Ashton will throw over there, and the tag a little bit too late on Adams from Branham. The throw over from Williams a little bit high. Had it been down closer to the bag, might have had a play over there. Now the 0-1 pitch headed home to Johnson. This fastball tails inside, ball one, 1-1 the count. Dunlap grounded out to short to start the ball game. Mason Adams reached on a walk. He's at first base. Had a 1-1 count to Connor Johnson. Outfield for Kennett straight away. Wind blows in slightly, and now time is called. Johnson requested the time, granted by the home plate umpire, just before Ashton was ready to go into his delivery. Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods, another one of our great broadcast sponsors. We appreciate their support of our broadcast. Another good lead over at first, and this throw over there is going to get away from Peyton Branham, but not get very far. As it did not roll into the dugout, and that will keep Adams at first base. Not a lot of room beyond first base. Might have went off of Branham or Adams over at first, then bounced off the screen in front of the dugout. Branham and the pitcher, Ashton Williams, over there quickly, and Adams not able to advance. Another pretty good lead, 1-1 count on the batter. This ball fouled out of play. And it's 1-2 on Connor Johnson. Gilmore in center now shades around a little bit to the right side with a 1-2 count on Johnson. Williams comes set. checks the runner, a couple of nods, and the pitch to the plate. Little line drive to J.C. Poole. He knocks it down on one hop and throws to second for the force out. And the fielder's choice makes 2 down in the inning. J.C. just couldn't quite get there and catch it in the air. Wasn't hit very hard. But with the fielder's choice, Poole to Gardner on the play, and Adams forced out. So now 2 outs in the inning, and that brings in Bo Hunter Warren. He'll be doing the pitching. He'll help his own cause here with a hit, and the first pitch sails behind his back and all the way to the backstop, ball 1. That's an attention getter on the fastball. When it's behind your back, you don't know what to do as a hitter. Sometimes you want to try to lean back out of the way, but that would be the wrong direction on a fastball in the high 80s from Ashton Williams. On the pitch, the base runner, Johnson, will advance down to second base. He's there now with 2 outs in the inning. And the 1-0 pitch to Warren. Foul on a good cut by Warren, straight back to the backstop. And the count goes 1-1. Couldn't ask for a better day for baseball or the eclipse here in southeast Missouri. The 1-1 pitch headed home inside, and I think that's going to hit the batter. He did get hit by a pitch, just glanced off of him, and now base runners at first and second for the Bulldogs, and that brings up Carson Bradley. Carson, another right-handed hitter, facing Ashton Williams. Couple of runners on and 2 down here in the top of the first inning from Indian Park. Ashton checks the runner at second. The first pitch, a little bit outside and low, ball 1. 16 pitches here in the opening inning for Ashton. Now the 1-0 pitch, high and tight, ball 2. Ashton was able to get Dunlap to bounce out to short. Johnson hit into a fielder's choice to the second baseman, J.C. Poole. Then Warren was hit. Now runners at first and second. This is a foul ball, a shot over toward the first base dugout. Everybody's okay. That would have hurt. And the count 2-1 on Carson Bradley. Kennett outfield now shading away to the right side after that late swing from Bradley. He'll pop this one up. It'll get over the backstop, out of play. And the count 2-2. Quite a bit of room in left center field between Gilmore and Shoemaker. Lots of room down the left field line. If Bradley turns on one, he'll be able to run for a while. The runner at second is Johnson. Runner at first is Warren. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the first. Williams comes set, checks the runner. The 2-2 pitch outside, bounces at the plate, and the runners will move up. The count goes full to Carson Bradley. Johnson down to third. On the wild pitch, Warren goes down to second base on the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And the runners move up a base. So Portageville threatening here in the top of the first inning. The 3-2 pitch, Ashton Williams to Carson Bradley, and a line drive is going to be get down in left field. Coming on Shoemaker, he'll scoop, throw to the plate, and not be in time, and Portageville will put 2 across. Here in the top of the first inning, an RBI single off the bat of Carson Bradley. Just got it over Gardner's head at shortstop. A line drive and dropped in front of Shoemaker out in left field. Johnson scores on the play, and Warren also comes home to score. On the last play, Bradley now at first base. And Portageville leads 2-0. Still 2 down in the inning, and a foul by Owen Roberts out of play. Strike 1. Bulldogs with first blood here. That's their first hit of the ball game, but it came with a good time. A walk and a hit batter. They come around to score on the base hit. throw to first, and the runner back in there safely, Bradley. Bulldogs 12-5 on the season. Peltz, McMullen, Edgington, and Morgan, their law firm, has years of experience. One of our great broadcast sponsors. They're the name to know when you need an attorney. Foul tip at the plate evens the count, or makes the count 0-2 now. 0-0 Roberts. They're located at College Avenue here in Kennett, the law office of Peltz, McMullen, Edgington, and Morgan. Give them a call, 888-4644. Runner at first is Bradley, who drove in a couple here in the top of the first. 2 down and an 0-2 count to Owen Roberts. Runner goes, the pitch is outside. The throw down to second is not in time, and Bradley steals second. So he's in scoring position with 2 down. Pretty good throw. Quick tag by J.C. Poole, but good speed by Carson Bradley. And the runner down at second base in scoring position. Owen Roberts with a 1-2 pitch, and he swings and misses. That'll do it for the Bulldogs, but they'll score 2, lead 2-0. Kennett bats, bottom of the first when we return right after this.
You all hear me tell the stories on our Glen St. ads, and I enjoy people coming to me and referring to certain stories. Some of these stories go way back. We will continue to tell stories, mention our troops, and telling our customers how much our families appreciate their business. Our people always look forward to seeing you. We want you to enjoy your visit. Best price, best service. Glen St. and God bless our troops.
It's always a home run when you visit the all-new Home Plate Bar and Grill at the I-55 exit in Hayti. They have delicious food served up hot and fresh. Be sure to check out their daily lunch and dinner specials. Their catfish, the best around, plus chicken, shrimp, steaks, and their smash burgers will keep you coming back for more. They have 10 big screen TVs where you can catch all the big games. Be sure to like them on Facebook. Slide into home at the Home Plate Bar and Grill at the I-55 exit in Hayti.
Kennett Bowling Lanes is under new ownership, and they're excited to announce new menu items coming soon with delicious lunch specials every day. Looking for a fun family outing? Family night is every Wednesday night from 4 to 8. Kids bowl for free with a meal purchase. Book your next birthday party with a basic or pizza party package. They can also host business events. Call 888-9400 to make a reservation or stop by 1315 St. Francis Street in Kennett. Kennett Bowling Lanes. Strike up some fun.
Bo Hunter Warren taking his warm-up tosses as we go to the bottom of the first inning. And here's the way the Indians will come to the plate in the bottom of the first. It'll be J.C. Poole, Matt Gardner, and Hayden Gilmore, followed by Caleb Duncan, Peyton Branham, and Ashton Williams. Then Pruitt, Morrison, and Owen Williams will round out the batting order for the Indians. J.C. Poole will try to get things started for the Indians of Kennett, trailing 2-0. A walk, a hit batter, and a base hit by the Bulldogs as they were able to get the run across the plate in the top half of the inning. Kennett coming off that marathon 3-2 loss to Greenville, their last outing in 13 innings. J.C. takes the first pitch low and inside, ball 1. The leadoff hitter for the Indians hits from the left side. Good to have you along this afternoon. Our broadcast on all 3 streaming platforms. J.C. hits this one pretty well, slicing away from Aaron Dunlap, but he got a good jump on it, but now he misses it, and it'll roll all the way to the fence. That ball was slicing away from Dunlap, and he didn't get a glove on it. Got a good jump, reached out for it, but just passed his outstretched glove. And Poole will reach. Not seeing how they're going to score that, but since it didn't hit Aaron's glove, I'm going to call that a base hit. Bo Hunter Warren probably wouldn't appreciate that. Here's a hard hit ball left field off the bat of Gardner, but right out the left fielder Bradley, who had it played in his tracks. Poole will have to stay at second. Matt got it a little bit off the end of the bat that time. He homered in his first at bat at Greenville. But here a fly out to Bradley. Poole will stay at second base, and here's Hayden Gilmore. Hayden playing center field today for the Indians and bats from the left side. Portageville outfield straight away. They try to keep Poole close at second. Adams jockeys behind him, and the first pitch flared out to left field. This one's going to get down for a hit. Rounding third, Poole coming to the plate. A strong throw to the plate, and not able to make the tag was Bogan in time. As Poole hustling all the way. A little bloop fly out in left field, and Kennett gets one of those runs back, and it's 2-1. Bradley made a strong throw to the plate, but Poole scored on the play. Gilmore takes second on the throw. So now Gilmore at second. Still just one out, and Kennett trailing 2-1. And here's the cleanup hitter, Caleb Duncan, at the plate. Peyton Branham in the on-deck circle for Kennett. First pitch to Duncan. Fastball on the inside corners. Called strike one. Warren checks the runner, Gilmore at second. Pitch a little bit outside as ball one to Caleb Duncan. Didn't miss by much that time from Warren. Kennett Trust Bank, another one of our great sponsors. Locally owned, servicing the area since 1963. Appreciate their support of our broadcast of baseball coverage around the area. At Kennett Trust Bank, you're not just a number, you're a valued community member who they're proud to call a customer. Kennett Trust Bank, member FDIC. A 1-1 pitch to Caleb Duncan. Warren's pitch to the plate. Low and outside, ball two. J.C. Poole started things off with a double to left center. Matt Gardner flies out to left, and then Hayden Gilmore, bloop, single the opposite way. And a short left field. Now the 2-1 pitch. This one on the outside corner. Evens the count 2-2 to Caleb Duncan. Good fastball that time from Bo Hunter Warren. Painted the outside corner. The 2-2 pitch to Caleb. He'll swing and miss. Holding on Bogan behind the plate. That's out number two for the Indians. And it's up to Peyton Branham, the senior, if the Indians are going to tie this thing up in the bottom of the first. Gilmore down at second base now with 2 outs. Bogan will go out and visit with his pitcher Warren, and now Adams will join the conversation from his shortstop position. The base runner for Kennett down at second is Hayden Gilmore, who drove in the Kennett run here at the bottom of the first. Kennett trailing 2-1. Bentley Farms in Dudley, Missouri. Another one of our great broadcast sponsors, Wes and Chantel Bentley, Kennett residents, wishing the Indians good luck this baseball season. This ball is hit in the air out to shallow center field. Second baseman Bogan will go back and make the catch for out number 3. Indians score a run, but they strand a runner and trail 2-1. Portageville bats top of the second right after this.
Two of the biggest tournaments of the year come up in May at the Kennett Country Club. The 3-man scramble on May 4th and 5th. The 2-man scramble on May 18th and 19th. The fun continues in June with the mixed pairs June 8th and 9th. Member guests June 22nd and 23rd. And the 4-lady scramble on June 25th. Get your team signed up today. Talk to Larry Boone or John Sammons of the Pro Shop and see the full tournament schedule on the Kennett Country Club Facebook page. Swing into spring and summer at the Kennett Country Club.
Delicious deals for delicious meals at McDonald's. Get exclusive deals on your McDonald's favorites in the McDonald's app with contactless mobile order and convenient drive-through pickup. Get a free large fries when you download the McDonald's app and join My McDonald's Rewards. Download it today. Your local Kennett McDonald's has been serving the Kennett community for over 30 years and is proud to support area youth.
All your friends at the local McDonald's wish the Kennett Indians a safe and successful season. Go Indians!
The human body is capable of the extraordinary. As well as the not so extraordinary. No matter your skill, restore your peak performance with the Orthodox, a dream team of orthopedic surgery. Get back in the game with the Orthodox at NEA Baptist.
Rylan Parton will lead things off. Another left-handed hitter for Portageville, facing Ashton Williams. 25 pitches for Ashton in that first inning. First pitch is a ground ball toward Poole at second, and the hole toward first, and throws to Brannon for out number one. That's what Ashton needed. One pitch, one out here to start the top of the second. And that brings up Jaquan Bogan. Jaquan, the catcher, right-handed hitter for Portageville. First pitch from Ashton. This one's hitting the air out into center field. Coming on is Gilmore. Not going to get there, and it's going to drop in front of him. 4-1 out single off Jaquan Bogan's bat. He'll be at first base now, and here's Xavier Bogan, second baseman for the Bulldogs. Dunlap, the leadoff hitter, moves up to the on-deck circle. Wind blowing in just slightly from center field. Not enough breeze here this afternoon to really affect the play in any form or fashion. Ashton Williams will check the runner. That's a courtesy runner for the catcher at first. And a throw over there. And the runner back safely. Another throw to first, and again, the runner back over to first base safely. Houston Parton, the courtesy runner, and this pitch in there, called strike to Bogan. 0-1 the count to Xavier Bogan. Williams pitch to the plate. That's the throw bunt. Now the throw back to first, but unable to get the tag down was Brannon in time as Parton slid back in there before the tag. But now it's 0-2 on Xavier Bogan. Showed bunt, took it for a strike. Now the 0-2 pitch to Bogan. Runner at first and one down. High and tight, ball one. Kennett outfield straight away. Infield at double play depth up the middle. Owen Williams even with the bag at third. The 1-2 pitch to Xavier Bogan. Ground back, right back off the pitcher, and that's going to get by Gardner into left field. Boy, that one hit Ashton pretty good on maybe the side of the leg. Not sure where it hit him, but that's going to be a base hit. Boy, it was a hard hit ground ball. It deflected. Went out into left field for a base hit. So Bogan moves up to second, and the leadoff hitter will be Aaron Dunlap coming to the plate. Aaron shows bunt, takes the first pitch high, ball one. They'll throw back to second, and back in there safely is Parton. Portageville does a great job putting pressure on the opposing team, and in this case, the leadoff hitter Aaron Dunlap with runners at first and second showing bunt. Now he swings at this one and fouls it to the backstop. 1-1 the count. So by showing bunt, that brought Peyton Branham in at the edge of the grass at first. Owen Williams about even with the bag at third. He has to watch out for the base runner Parton. Down at second base, this pitch is high, ball two. 2-1 the count to Dunlap. Dunlap grounded out to Gardner, his first at bat. 2-1 pitch. Popped up and out of play. Back over the Kennett dugout down the third base side. Count 2-2 on Dunlap. Williams, a long look at the plate. Now delivers a curveball high and outside, and the count goes full to Dunlap. Mason Adams in the on-deck circle for Portageville. Bulldogs lead 2-1. 2 in the top of the first inning for Portageville. 2 runs on just 1 hit in that inning. High is ball 4. The bases are loaded for Portageville now with 1 out. Here in the top of the second. Inning started innocently enough with a ground out. Hard hit ball off the pitcher, Ashton Williams. A couple of walks in the inning, and the bases loaded. And the ground ball back to Ashton. He will toss it home for the force out, and that's all they're going to get. So a fielder's choice. The ground ball right back to the pitcher, and Williams goes home to Duncan. And Parton was forced out at home for the second out. So Connor Johnson bats now. Bases loaded and 2 down in the inning. First pitch from Ashton Williams headed home. Fastball is high, ball 1. Ashton, 25 pitches in his first inning of work. This will be his 15th pitch here in the second inning of action. The 1-0 pitch. Good. Fastball up in the zone. A swing and a miss by Connor Johnson. Evens the count 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Johnson. Slowly hit down the third baseline and foul. And the count 1-2 to Connor. Again, we have several Portageville games coming up on our KCRV rotation of ball games. Paul Glass will be calling most of those, and we'll have Class 2 District 1 coverage coming your way as well for Portageville. Ground ball back up the middle. Gardner will knock it down, but they're not able to make a play as that was right over the second base bag, and everybody's going to be safe. Gardner was able to knock it down, and that maybe saved another run from scoring, but the infield single right over the bag, up the middle, scores Bogan, and Portageville goes up in this one, 3-1. Slow hit ball down the third baseline by the pitcher, Bo Hunter Warren, strike 1. Matt was playing over toward third, had a long way to go, and the ball went right over the second base bag, and Gardner knocked it down, but could not get the force out. Swing and a miss by Warren, and it's quickly 0-2 on the Portageville pitcher. Tried to help his own cause here. His Bulldogs leading this one 3-1. Top of the second, bases loaded. Outside is ball 2 as Duncan was headed to the dugout, but didn't get the call, and that won't get brownie points with the home plate umpire, John Whitaker. And I think Mr. Whitaker may be talking to Caleb a little bit. 1-2 the count to Warren, and the pitch. Foul tip, and that caught somebody behind the plate. Everybody's okay, and the count remains 1-2. Bases loaded, 2 down for Portageville. A run in. They lead 3-1. Top of the second. The pitch from Ashton. Popped up on the left side in foul territory. Owen Williams toward the dugout. Runs out of room. The count remains 1-2. The sun late in the afternoon here at Indian Park will certainly play a factor. Players on the right side of the field. staring into that setting sun. The 1-2 pitch, a line drive out into right field. This is going to get down for a hit in front of Morrison. Morrison comes up throwing. Now they have the runner hung up between second and third, and they'll throw down to second and not get the runner, and everybody's safe. Couple of runs on the little fly ball single out to right field. Dunlap scores and Adams scores on the last play. Johnson will be down at second base for Portageville as they add 2 more runs here with 2 outs and a big 2-out hit by Warren, and it's 5-1 in favor of the Bulldogs. Now Carson Bradley, he singled his first at bat at the plate. He fouls the first pitch off from Ashton Williams, strike 1. Kennett has a full schedule of games this week. But if you look at the weather forecast, you pretty much think we may not have a full schedule of games coming up this week. Curveball from Ashton stays high. Ball 1, 1-1 the count. So far, Ashton has not been able to get that breaking pitch over. 2 runs in the first, 3 here in the second for Portageville. This ball is popped up and will get out of play over the Kennett dugout down the left field side. 1-2 the count now on Carson Bradley. 5-1 Bulldogs. Good to have you along this afternoon. Kennett Indian baseball and Portageville Bulldog baseball. 2 of the teams that we cover on our radio stations and video broadcasts. They'll turn, throw back to second, but back in there safely was Johnson, almost leaning toward third. Throw to J.C. Poole was down toward the first base bag just a bit. Johnson got back in safely. Now the 1-2 pitch. A line drive left field. That's going to be another base hit, and Shoemaker can't come up cleanly with it, and that's going to score another run. A line drive to left field, a single, and Portageville's Johnson will score from second on the last play. Portageville has put up 6 runs on the Indians. Still runners at first and second. 2 down, bottom or top of the second inning. Owen Roberts at the plate. Owen pops the first one over the backstop and out of play over toward the softball field. Strike 1. Six hits already in the ball game for Portageville and 6 runs. Slow hit ball down the third baseline. Rolls foul. And now it's 0-2 to Owen Roberts. First plate appearance, he was a strikeout victim, and Ashton has him set up again, 0-2. Runners at first and second. Pitch a little bit low, ball 1. 1-2 the count to Owen Roberts. So we approach 5 o'clock here at Indian Park this afternoon. The 1-2. Curveball is a beauty, called strike 3. But Portageville will add to their lead with 4 runs in the second. 6-1 Bulldogs. Indians bat. Bottom of the second when we return right after this.
Who doesn't love being number 1? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See State Farm agent Greg Wilson in Kennett. Call 888-4913.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a show place. Living room suites, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suites, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
The city of Portageville extends congratulations to the Portageville Bulldogs on another fine year. You've represented our community in a very positive manner and have contributed to making this year's team one of the best ever to wear the blue and white. On behalf of the city of Portageville, Mayor Roddy Walker, along with Alderman Patty Johnson, Christine Adams, Chris Hollingshead, and Shirley Estes, along with City Clerk Rachel Rather and all city employees, they send their very best wishes. Good luck, Bulldogs. All the best to you from the city of Portageville.
Going to be Ashton Williams, Caden Pruitt, and Jack Morrison to hit for Kennett in the bottom of the second inning. Portageville up 6-1. 2 in the first, 4 in the second for the Bulldogs. And Bo Hunter Warren only threw 10 pitches in his first inning of work. And he faces Ashton Williams here. A curveball and a swing and a miss from Warren. Or the delivery from Warren. And Ashton Williams comes up empty. Ashton leads Kennett in home runs with 3 on the season. Next pitch, fastball is outside. Ball 1, 1-1 the count. Portageville outfield straightaway, infield back. Right-handed hitting senior Ashton Williams at the plate. The 1-1 pitch, a changeup is a beauty. Called strike 2, 1-2 now to Ashton. Ultimate Fitness and Sports here in Kennett, a great place to get in shape. Also, you can get your game to the next level with their indoor practice facilities. Great membership plans available. A swing and a miss. Ashton goes down on strikes for the first out here in the bottom of the second inning, and Caden Pruitt will come to the plate for Kennett. 1 out, nobody on. Ultimate Sports and Fitness and Sports here in Kennett. Be sure to give them a call. Go by and see them and get your membership today. First pitch to Pruitt, a little bit outside, ball 1. Just after 5 o'clock here at Indian Park in Kennett. This is Kennett Indian Baseball and Portageville Bulldog Baseball. KBOA FM 105.5, Piggott Kennett, and 105.1 KCRV FM Caruthersville. Called strike in there, evens the count 1-1 to Caden Pruitt from Bo Hunter Warren. The 1-1 pitch is inside, ball 2, 2-1 the count. Jack Morrison in the on-deck circle for Kennett. Kennett not scheduled to play tomorrow, but a Wednesday game schedule against Sykes, and a hard-hit ground ball will be a base hit just to the right of Roberts, who had to try to backhand it. It goes into right field. Hard ground ball, and Caden Pruitt, a base runner down at first. Kennett needing some base runners in this ball game. They have a 5-run deficit, 6-1. Jack Morrison now will hit. Morrison hits from the right side. Middle infield at double play depth for the Bulldogs here. In the first pitch on the outside corners is called strike 1 to Jack Morrison. Third baseman Johnson even with the bag, maybe a step in front of it. Roberts at first holds the runner on. A curveball hit down the line. This is a lot of trouble, and it's going to be caught out there by Bradley. That's an area where I can't see, but I thought there was no way Bradley was going to get to that ball. But the Portageville fans erupt with applause, and what a play by Carson Bradley in left field on the fly ball down the left field line. Jack Morrison, you just got robbed. 2 outs in the inning. Now Owen Williams will bat. 2 down. Pruitt, the base runner at first. First pitch low. Good block there by Bogan at the plate. For ball 1, Bogan will go out and visit with Warren. Warren, 11 pitches, 2 outs here in the second inning. Bradley went a long way for that ball. Off the bat of Jack Morrison to make the out. The 1-0 pitch to the plate. Curveball a little bit low. Ball 2, 2-0. J.C. Poole in the on-deck circle for Kennett. SEMO Conference game on Wednesday for Kennett. We'll tell you about Portageville's schedule in just a moment. Ground ball hit to third. High hopper for Johnson. Comes up, throws across in time. Indians strand a runner, come up empty in the second. We go to the third. Portageville bats leading this one 6-1.
Stop. There's no need to pay full retail price when you need a replacement part for your vehicle. One visit to Delta Auto Parts and Salvage, Highway 61 North in Portageville will save you money. Serving the area for over 60 years, Delta Auto Parts and Salvage specializes in domestic auto and small truck parts. You'll always get quality service and parts at Delta Auto Parts and Salvage with local delivery and nationwide shipping available. Plus, you can search for your part right from their website, deltaautoparts.com. Before you pay full retail price, call Delta Auto Parts and Salvage, 800-392-0506.
As your District 149 Missouri State Representative, Donnie Brown knows the value of high school sports and how it helps to shape our young people for the challenges of tomorrow. That's why Donnie Brown is pleased to be a broadcast sponsor of high school sports here on Pollock Radio. Good luck and best wishes to all from your District 149 State Representative, the Honorable Donnie Brown, serving the citizens of New Madrid, Pemiscot, and Mississippi counties. Paid for by Citizens for Donnie Brown. Angie Kellums, Treasurer.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Call Jay Ward or Jack Giles in Portageville at 573-379-3461.
Top of the third we go, and a new pitcher for Kennett will be Peyton Branham, the right-handed senior. Will take over. Ashton Williams moves into left field. Cash Franklin will now play first base. Out of the DH's spot, slow hit ball to the shortstop, and it goes under Gardner's glove, and a leadoff base runner for the Bulldogs as Parton reaches safely. So one pitch and a base runner for Portageville. They already lead this one 6-1, and here's Jaquan Bogan. Catcher for the Bulldogs. He singled on a fly ball to center field that dropped in front of Gilmore, his first at bat. Slowly hit down the first baseline. It's going to go foul. Strike one to Bogan. Swinging bunt that time, but it rolls foul. Parton, the base runner, down at first base with the leadoff single. 6-1 Portageville. Branham checks the runner at first. This pitch to the plate. Low and outside, ball one. 1-1 the count. We mentioned Portageville's upcoming schedule. We'll check that in just a moment after this pitch to Jaquan Bogan. A throw to first and the runner back in there safely. Twin Rivers will be the opponent at Portageville tomorrow for the Bulldogs, weather permitting. And then Portageville and the Malden Invitational on the 12th and 13th. That'll be over the weekend. Then on Monday at Campbell. This ball fouled back to the backstop. 1-2 now the count to Jaquan Bogan. Then Caruthersville on the 16th. That will be at Portageville, and that'll be another one of our broadcasts of Portageville baseball coming up over on KCRV. Line drive goes foul down the third baseline off the bat of Bogan. 1-2 the count to Jaquan. Parton at first base, reaching on an error. Kennett would like the double play and not allow any more Bulldog runs. Bulldogs want to keep adding on. This ball hits the batter, Bogan. A tailing fastball. And now runners at first and second. Parton goes down to second. Ball hit Bogan on the forearm. Now Xavion Bogan at the plate. He's 1 for 1. Xavion singled on a hard hit ball off of Ashton Williams that went out into left field. His first at bat shows bunt and takes ball one. Defenders going everywhere on that bunt play. Franklin coming in from first base. Gardner going to second. Poole trying to cover the bag at first. Still nobody out in the inning. Ball one, the count to Xavier Bogan. Again, Portageville trying to get those runners up in scoring position for Aaron Dunlap. Now they'll throw to second, and they have the runner picked off at second. Nice move. Parton, the base runner, was picked off down at second base. Good job. Peyton Branham to Matt Gardner that time for the out. One out in the inning. And Jaquan Bogan at first, and a swing and a miss by Xavier Bogan. And the count 1-1. Peyton Branham in relief of Ashton Williams. Strike at the knees. And the count 1-2 on Xavier Bogan. One down runner at first. The pitch outside, ball two. T.R. Baker Insurance in Kennett. They're one of our great broadcast sponsors. Go see them. Independent insurance agency. They can get the best rates for your individual needs at T.R. Baker. Swing and a miss. Bogan is down on strikes, and that's 2 outs in the inning. Runner at first is Jay Bogan, and here's Aaron Dunlap. Aaron grounded out to the shortstop and walked in the ball game. He bats with 2 outs and a runner at first. Seeing Brannon for the first time, and Peyton's first pitch low, the throw down to first, and the runner back in there safely. Swap tag by Cash Franklin, but base runner is back in there. That's Parton again, the base runner at first base. Courtesy runner for Xavier Bogan, or Jay Bogan. This pitch a little bit low, ball 2 to Dunlap. T.R. Baker Insurance, servicing the area since 1966. Give them a call, get you an insurance quote today. 2-0, Branham to Dunlap. And that hits him on the arm. Another hit by pitch, and runners now at first and second for the Bulldogs. 2 down here in the top of the third, and Mason Adams will hit. Mason, left-handed hitter. He has walked and grounded into a fielder's choice. Portageville leads 6-1 over Kennett. Branham checks the base runner at second. The first pitch low and inside to Adams, ball 1. One-0 pitch. Ground ball to second. J.C. Poole has it, throws to first for the out. So a couple of runners stranded for the Bulldogs. Their first inning put a 0 on the board, but they lead 6-1. Kennett bats bottom of the third right after this.
First State Bank and Trust is more than just products and services. We're there for you for your first paycheck, buying a home, opening a small business, starting a family, or planning to retire, and everything in between. We're the local bank you know and trust for all of your financial needs. Visit fsbtrust.com or stop by your local First State Bank and Trust to explore all of your financial options. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Greenpoint Ag is game ready to evaluate and supply your specific agronomic needs, helping you score touchdowns all season long. Your premier provider throughout the South. We're farmer owned and locally focused. We are Greenpoint Ag. For more information, contact your local Portageville Greenpoint Ag.
Good luck to the Portageville Bulldogs from Rob Barham and the staff at Greenpoint Ag on State Highway T in Portageville. Call 573-379-3816.
The Portageville School District Board of Directors salutes the members, coaches, and staff of the Portageville Bulldogs in working to make this another championship year. Congratulations from Board President Mark Moody, Vice President Micah Roan, Secretary Michael Prince, Treasurer Ronnie G. Adams, and members Ronnie K. Adams, Patty Johnson, Chad Bradley, and Superintendent of Schools Michael Allred. Good luck, Bulldogs, from the administration, faculty, staff, and students of the Portageville School District.
6-1 Portageville. Kennett bats bottom of the third inning. Top of the order due up for the Indians. It'll be J.C. Poole, Matt Gardner, and Hayden Gilmore. Caleb Duncan, if anyone can reach. J.C. singled his first at bat. A double to left center field. Eventually came around to score. The lone Kennett run of the ball game, and ball one to J.C. Poole and Bo Hunter Warren. That's just his 24th pitch as he starts his third inning of work. He has been throwing strikes, and his fielders have been making the plays so far in the ball game. J.C. hits this one out to left field. There is Bradley. Much easier play for Carson this time. He took a couple of steps to his left, and that's out number one. Here in the third, Bradley made a great play along the left field line last inning for Portageville. Kennett only 3 hits so far in the ball game. Here's strike one to Matt Gardner. From Bo Hunter Warren. High and outside is ball one. 1-1 the count. Matt hit it pretty well to left field, but just off the end of the bat, his first plate appearance as he flied out to Bradley and left. 1 out, nobody on, the 1-1 to Gardner. Takes a curveball inside. Matt would have let that hit him, but it just curves away from his left hip in the batter's box. 2-1 the count. Warren's pitch, high and outside, ball 3 to Matt Gardner. No Kennett baseball action tomorrow. We do have a softball game scheduled here at Indian Park. Weather permitting. The weather does not look good at this point. The 3-1 pitch, and Matt hits it again out in the left field. Here's Bradley to his left and makes the catch. Well, Bradley can play some left field. Another fly ball out to Bradley. Matt's going to have to try somebody else out. And there's 2 down, nobody on for the Indians. And here's Hayden Gilmore. Hayden with one of the Kennett hits, a single and a fly ball the opposite way, and an RBI, his first at bat to score J.C. Poole. A ball that fell in front of Bradley in left field, believe it or not. Ball one is to the backstop. Ball one to Hayden Gilmore. Scheduled to be at Sykeston for Kennett baseball on Wednesday. Our next Kennett Indian baseball broadcast. 1-0 pitch to Gilmore. Right off the end of the bat. Evens the count, 1-1. Looking forward in that Malden Invitational, the tournament that Portageville's done very good in. A lot of baseball games over the weekend there. Ball 2, 2-1 the count now to Gilmore. Boot Hill Conference Tournament will be the 27th through the 30th. High and tight, ball 3, 3-1 the count now to Gilmore. Looking at tough opponents, Jackson lurks on May 6th before the district starts on the 20th. Gilmore hits it high and deep out to right field. Going back, Jeffries, now going over the center fielder. Dunlap will call him off and make the play for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Indians. In the bottom of the third, we go to the fourth. Portageville bats leading 6-1.
Hello, everyone. I'm Aaron Waynick, and I'm running for sheriff of Dunklin County. I'm a lifelong resident of Dunklin County, and I have over 25 years' experience in the field of law enforcement. During my career, I have been blessed to have been trained by and worked beside some of the best the business has had to offer. I have the experience and integrity to lead the sheriff's office in the years to come. I'm married to my best friend, Leah Jo, and we have 2 beautiful daughters, Ella Kate and Emery Lynn. My family and I would like to ask for your vote in the August 6, 2024 primary. Thank you.
Paid for by the committee to elect Aaron Wainick, Dunklin County Sheriff, Karen Vandiver, Treasurer.
Baker Implement Company and Case IH are proud to support area high school athletics.
The same way we have supported our customers and the community for 86 years.
Visit any of our 13 locations in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas to experience the power of red and the service and support that has kept customers coming back since 1938.
Case IH and Baker Implement Company, supporting our community on the field and in your field.
Looking for a reliable, lightning-fast internet service that doesn't break the bank? Kennett Board of Public Works is here with their fiber optic internet service, starting at just $29.95 a month, with speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. And the best part? Kennett Board of Public Works is your local provider, committed to serving the community with top-notch customer service and a network you can count on. Experience the power of fiber optics. Sign up now and revolutionize your internet experience with Kennett Board of Public Works Internet Service.
Connor Johnson will lead things off, the number 3 hole hitter facing Peyton Branham for the Bulldogs. And the first pitch grounded in the hole. Tough play for Gardner. And that'll be an infield hit. Now rounding the bag and heading to second will be Connor Johnson. Never hesitated, and Johnson reaches down at second base. Ashton Williams came in and retrieved the ball that was just out in the outfield grass. So Johnson at second, nobody out. The first pitch gets away from the catcher, Duncan. He'll throw down to third, and they had Johnson headed toward third, but now he'll run back to second safely. Ball 1, the count on the cleanup hitter, Bo Hunter Warren. Warren is 1 for 1 on the afternoon, singled on a fly ball to right field, and here comes Coach Aaron New to visit with his ball club. Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods, they're not just a name, they're a tradition for over 60 years. They've been the premier sports provider of area teams, coaches, and players. Wishing the Indians and all area teams the best of luck this season. When you need sporting goods, it's Skeeter Kell. We have an issue with a home plate camera. I'm going to take a commercial while they talk things over. I'm going to switch cameras. I'll be back in just a moment, right after this message.
Hello, this is Darren Todd, Republican candidate for Circuit Judge of the 35th Judicial Circuit, comprising Dunklin and Stoddard counties. I am asking for your vote in the August 6th Republican primary for a 6-year term. I'm a 1991 graduate of Holcomb High School, a 1996 graduate of Southeast Missouri State University, and a 1999 graduate of Southern Illinois University School of Law. I will represent the people of the 35th Judicial Circuit with patience, open-mindedness, compassion, understanding, and firmness. Paid for by the committee to elect Darren Todd Judge, Kim Campbell Treasurer.
We'll continue to work on our camera here as we try to get things situated from the ballpark. 6-1. Runner at second, Johnson with nobody out. And this pitch, a curveball, is ball 2 to Bo Hunter Warren. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Here's a strike in there. There's strike 2. Three and 2 now the count on Bo Hunter Warren. Bo hits it deep to left field. Going back is Ashton Williams. Got a good jump on it. And that's out number 1. Right on the nose was Warren. The fly ball to left field and the batter out. Johnson stays at second base. 1 down in the inning. Again, we're trying to take care of our camera and get things back up and running here at the ballpark as our backstop camera went down, and trying to get our backup camera to operate here. First pitch in there to Carson Bradley is a called strike. Next pitch headed home is low, ball one. 1-1 the count. Technical difficulties. We're working on it, trying to get our cameras back up. We had a backup camera up here in the press box, but right now we're not reading the backup camera. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike two. I'll operate more on it between innings. But here it's 6-1 Portageville in the top of the fourth inning. Runner at second and one down. Now a 1-2 count on Carson Bradley, and they'll throw back to second, but the throw will go into center field. But unable to advance will be Johnson as Gilmore backs it up. Here's a slow hit ground ball up the middle. Poole will field the throw to first in time for the out. J.C. Poole, a good job retiring Bradley, but the runner will move up on the play as J.C. Poole throws over to Franklin for the out. Now 2 outs in the inning. The runner will move up to third base. And that brings up Owen Roberts for Portageville, and Owen swings at the first pitch, hits it high and deep down the left field line. Long run for Ashton Williams, and he can't get there. And that'll be strike one. So he runs out of real estate along the left field line. There we go. Now we got our video back up. Thanks for your patience, folks. Curveball is in there for a called strike. We'll shoot from the booth here the rest of the afternoon. Oh, and 2 the count to Roberts. Runner at third for Portageville and 2 down. This pitch a little bit outside, ball one. 1-2. Portageville leads 6-1. Kennett needs to keep them right here. Fouled straight back to the screen. And the count remains 1-2. Owen Roberts at the plate, the first baseman for the Bulldogs. Takes it a little bit low, ball 2. 2-2. Runner at third is Johnson. 6-1 Bulldogs here, top of the fourth. 2 down. The pitch hit in the air to center field. Gilmore drifts over to his left. He's under it for out number 3. That'll retire the Bulldogs. They strand a runner at third, but they lead 6-1. Kennett bats when we return to Indian Park right after this.
Now is the time to get your air conditioner serviced for the warm days ahead. Let the experienced techs at Duncan Sheet Metal replace that old unit with a new high-efficiency unit to stay more comfortable during the upcoming warmer months. A new high-efficiency unit will pay for itself with the big savings you see on your utility bill. Turn to the experts at Duncan Sheet Metal today for service and installation. 601 Highway VV in Kennett.
Duncan Sheet Metal wishes Caleb Duncan and the entire Kennett Indian baseball team the best of luck this season.
I'm Nick Darter, a candidate for Dunklin County Sheriff. I am a husband, father, and God-fearing man. I have been in law enforcement for 14 years as a field training officer, firearms instructor, taser instructor, school resource officer, mentor, and a volunteer firefighter. It is my desire to bring the experience I've acquired as well as the values that have been instilled in me to the Sheriff's Office. I would appreciate your vote August 6th for Dunklin County Sheriff, so together we can see Dunklin County be an even safer future.
Paid for by the committee to elect Nick Darter for sheriff, Philip A. Sandy, treasurer.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Caleb Duncan leads things off for Kennett, trailing 6-1, and Caleb takes one right in the back. So a leadoff base runner as he's hit by a pitch. And that brings in Peyton Branham. Kennett so far in the ball game, 3 hits. For Portageville, they have 6 hits, 6 runs on 6 hits. But Kennett's made some miscues out in the field as well, and they need to put some runs on the board if they want to get back into this one. For Coach Tyler Trover's Bulldogs, they're wanting to keep the pressure up. Duncan runs for himself, the Kennett catcher. Good speed at first. The first pitch, a breaking ball outside to Peyton Branham. Ball 1. Peyton's first at bat. He popped out to the second baseman, Xavier Bogan. 1-0 pitch. A little bit high, ball 2 from Warren. Bo Hunter with 38 pitches now as he works here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So his pitch count is low. Outside corner is a called strike. The 3 Kennett hits. Portageville with no errors so far in the ball game. Great plays by Bradley in left, and this pitch to the plate is low, ball 3. 3-1 now to Peyton Branham. Kennett needing some base runners here, down by 5. Bottom of the 4th inning. 3-1. High, ball 4. First 2 have reached for Kennett. That brings in Ashton Williams. Ashton got the start this afternoon. He could help erase some of that deficit with a long ball. Looking for his 4th home run of the season, facing Warren. He was a strikeout victim, his first at bat, and he takes ball 1 low from Bo Hunter. Runners at first and second, nobody down for Kennett. Outside is ball 2 to Ashton Williams. Caden Pruitt in the on-deck circle, the Kennett DH. Here's a trip out to the mound. Warren had been on cruise control, but the first 2 have reached. Caleb Duncan was hit by a pitch, then Peyton Branham walked, and now a 2-0 count on Ashton Williams. That's the recipe for getting in trouble, even when you're winning 6-1. Ball game just a little over an hour old. A short visit to the mound. Portageville fans applauding as Warren will have a 2-0 count to Ashton Williams. Branham at first, Duncan down at second. Nobody out, bottom of the 4th. Bulldogs lead at 6-1. The pitch to Williams. Foul tipped into the mitt. And a count 2-1 to Ashton Williams. Outside is ball 3. A great stop by Jaquan Bogan that time, backhanded. Keep the runners in place at first and second. Ashton can look for something he likes here. Ahead in the count, 3-1. Nobody out. Couple of runners on. Pitch is high, ball 4. 3 free passes here in the inning, and the Indians have loaded the bases. And Caden Pruitt will come to the plate. Caden with a single, his first at bat, as he singled on a hard ground ball past the first baseman Roberts into right field. Warren will work out of the windup with the bases loaded. Nobody out. First pitch to Pruitt. Line drive to center field, and this is going to be caught by the center fielder. Tagging at third, the throw to the plate is not in time, as Duncan will score. Now the runners will move up on the throw to the plate. So Kennett gets a sacrifice fly off the bat of Pruitt. Good play by Dunlap. The throw from Dunlap home, and Duncan scores. Runners will move up to first and second now with one out. And Kennett pulls a little closer, 6-2. Here's Jack Morrison at the plate. Jack flied out to Bradley. A great play by Bradley, his first at bat. On the outside corner is a called strike to Jack Morrison from Bo Hunter Warren. Painted that outside corner that time for strike one. Infield back, except at the corners. They'll try to cut that run off at the plate. Here's a strike in there at the letters to Jack Morrison. And Jack now in the hole, 0-2. A base hit could make it interesting. 4-run lead for Portageville, but a couple of runners in scoring position for the Indians. The 0-2 pitch. Line drive right field. This is going to get down for a base hit by Morrison. 1 run is in, and the second run will stop at third. But an RBI single the opposite way by Jack Morrison as it drops in front of Jeffries. Branham scores. Ashton Williams will stop at third for the Indians. And it's 6-3. Tying run will come to the plate. And Owen Williams. Owen grounded out to the third baseman Johnson, his first plate appearance. First pitch is high, ball 1. Kennett making it a little more interesting here in the bottom of the fourth with a couple of runs and still runners at the corners and 1 down. J.C. Poole, the leadoff hitter in the on-deck circle. The 1-0 pitch is high, ball 2 to Owen Williams. Bo Hunter Warren, he had been pretty much on cruise control after giving up the run in the first inning. The next 2 innings, this ball is popped up over the first base dugout. It's going to get out of play. 2-1 the count to Williams. Portageville middle infield at double play depth. They'd like to turn the 2 and get out of this. Johnson, a couple of steps behind the bag at third. He'll try to turn the 2. On a ground ball to him, and Owen Roberts holds Morrison on at first. This pitch high and tight, almost hit the batter. Owen Williams, don't know how it missed him. Owen got out of the way of it. It just missed him. And the count 3-1. J.C. Poole awaits in the on-deck circle for Kennett. 3-1 pitch headed home, bounces at the plate. The bases are loaded for the Indians. A little bit of life for the Kennett Indian fans here. They have something going here in the bottom of the fourth. Couple of runs in. Portageville leads 6-3, but that'll bring the corner infielders in for the force out at the plate. Adams and Bogan up the middle. They'll try to turn the 2. Poole takes ball 1 outside. 1-0 the count. Usually when these two teams play, we have really good baseball games. This has suddenly turned into one here, 6-3. Bulldogs with the lead. This ball is low, ball 2. 2-0 to J.C. Poole. Matt Gardner in the on-deck circle for Kennett. Bo Hunter Warren, this will be his 23rd pitch of this 4th inning. Bases loaded, 1 down. J.C. takes it on the outside corner, called strike 1. Not the one J.C. wanted. He was probably taking a strike anyway, with Warren having a little bit of control issues here in the bottom of the 4th. Now it's 2-1. JC will swing if he likes it here with the bases loaded, and he does. Line drive up the middle is a base hit. That's going to score 1 run, and the runners will move up a base. Throw comes in, and the base is still loaded for the Indians. Line drive right up the middle. Dunlap gets it in quickly. Williams scores on the play, and now it is a 6-4 ball game, and we'll have another trip to the mound. We're probably going to see another Portageville pitcher coming into the ball game. Second trip to the mound here in the inning. So we'll tell you now about the new Bulldog pitcher when we return to Kennett. 6-4, bases loaded. Kennett, bottom of the 4th, 1 out. Pitching change for the Bulldogs. Back with more after this.
First Missouri Bank of SEMO understands that banking is more than just managing dollars and cents. It's about strengthening relationships, helping neighbors, believing in our communities, and planning for the future. FM Bank proudly offers competitive rates on personal, home, agricultural, and business loans, and all banking decisions are made here in our local communities. Visit any of our FM Bank locations today for more info. To us, people matter. FM Bank is also proud to sponsor Kennett Indian Sports. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You all hear me tell the stories on our Glen St. ads, and I enjoy people coming to me and referring to certain stories. Some of these stories go way back. We will continue to tell stories, mention our troops, and telling our customers how much our families appreciate their business. Our people always look forward to seeing you. We want you to enjoy your visit. Best price, best service. Glen St. and God bless our troops.
It's always a home run when you visit the all-new Home Plate Bar and Grill at the I-55 exit in Hayti. They have delicious food served up hot and fresh. Be sure to check out their daily lunch and dinner specials. Their catfish, the best around, plus chicken, shrimp, steaks, and their smash burgers will keep you coming back for more. They have 10 big screen TVs where you can catch all the big games. Be sure to like them on Facebook. Slide into home at the Home Plate Bar and Grill at the I-55 exit in Hayti.
If you haven't tried the Home Plate, you need to. They're at the I-55 exit at Hayti. The new pitcher is Mason Adams. So Adams comes in to pitch. Xavion Bogan moves from second to short. Bo Warren moves from pitcher to second. That's the defensive changes. Matt Gardner at the plate, trying to break things open. Bases loaded. And a 6-4 Portageville lead. And the first pitch, a curveball, is a beauty from Mason Adams, called strike 1. Matt has hit it pretty well a couple of times, but right at Bradley, the left fielder. The 0-1 pitch headed home. Matt takes this one a little bit low, ball 1. 1-1 the count. Warren did a great job on the mound until he got in this 4th inning. A little bit of control issues, and Kennett with a couple of hits. Here's a little pop fly, an infield fly rule. It's the ball's going to drop. Now they're going to throw home and get the force out at home. They'll throw down at third, but the ball gets away. That's going to score a run. Now Kennett's going to try to score the second run as the runner around third, and Kennett's going to tie the ball game up on an error by the Bulldogs. That was a little pop fly on the infield. Infield fly rule was in effect, but the ball was mishandled over there at first. Morrison comes in to score, and then Owen Williams came in to score on the last play, and it's first and second for Kennett. They did get a force out at the plate and another conference on the mound, but we now have a 6-6 ball game. Runner at second base is Gardner. And the first pitch to Hayden Gilmore is fouled out of play, strike 1. Little confusion on my scoring on that last one. Let me situate the base runners on our Online scoreboard, 5 runs in the inning, and we're tied at 6. Go-ahead run at second for the Indians. Gilmore at the plate. He's 1 for 2, facing Mason Adams, and he singles to left field, and that's going to give Kennett a 1-run lead. As coming in will be from second base, Matt Gardner. So Kennett goes up 7-6. Line drive the opposite way for the single. Gardner comes in to score, and an RBI, another one off the bat of Hayden Gilmore. Kennett goes up 7-6. Now a base runner at first with 2 down in the inning. Let me correct my outs in the inning. It's 2 outs here in the inning. Here's Caleb Duncan. First pitch from Mason Adams, low and outside, ball 1. So we have us a ball game. Portageville with 2 in the first, 4 in the second. Kennett with 1 in the bottom of the first, and now 6 in the fourth to take a 7-6 lead. 1-0 pitch headed home. A curveball is a beauty to Caleb Duncan. That's strike 1. 1-1 the count to Caleb. Adams. Curveball hits slowly to short. Bogan will field, come up, throw across, and a scoop over there at first by Roberts. Owen with a nice backhand scoop, and that'll do it for the Indians. But they put 6 on the board and lead 7-6 as we go to the 5th inning. Portageville bats when we return to Indian Park right after this.
Kennett Bowling Lanes is under new ownership, and they're excited to announce new menu items coming soon with delicious lunch specials every day. Looking for a fun family outing? Family night is every Wednesday night from 4 to 8. Kids bowl for free with a meal purchase. Book your next birthday party with a basic or pizza party package. They can also host business events. Call 888-9400 to make a reservation or stop by 1315 St. Francis Street in Kennett. Kennett Bowling Lanes. Strike up some fun.
2 of the biggest tournaments of the year come up in May at the Kennett Country Club. The 3-man scramble on May 4th and 5th. The 2-man scramble on May 18th and 19th. The fun continues in June with the mixed pairs June 8th and 9th. Member guests June 22nd and 23rd. And the 4-lady scramble on June 25th. Get your team signed up today. Talk to Larry Boone or John Sammons of the Pro Shop and see the full tournament schedule on the Kennett Country Club Facebook page. Swing into spring and summer at the Kennett Country Club.
Delicious deals for delicious meals at McDonald's. Get exclusive deals on your McDonald's favorites in the McDonald's app with contactless mobile order and convenient drive-through pickup. Get a free large fries when you download the McDonald's app and join My McDonald's Rewards. Download it today. Your local Kennett McDonald's has been serving the Kennett community for over 30 years and is proud to support area youth.
All your friends at the local McDonald's wish the Kennett Indians a safe and successful season. Go Indians!
Rylan Parton will lead things off with the Bulldogs, the left-handed hitter looking for his first hit of the ball game. Now Portageville trailing 7-6, and the first pitch from Brannon inside, ball 1. Rylan on the afternoon is grounded out to second and reached on an error. And he hammers this one to right field. Going back is Jack Morrison. Got a good jump, but then Jack couldn't make the catch. And reaching down at second base will be Rylan Parton. As Morrison, I mentioned the sun setting, and the right fielder really has the toughest play of that one. Jack got a good jump on it, but then just had it go off his glove. Did the top part, but the ball was hit well, and Parton ends up down at second base. He's the tying run, and here's Jaquan Bogan. Jaquan, catcher for the Bulldogs, been hit by a pitch and singled on a fly ball to center field. So the tying run aboard for Portageville here in the top of the 5th. Peyton Branham with the first pitch, a little bit low, ball 1. The 6 runs for Kennett got Ashton Williams off the hook, the starting pitcher for the Indians. Now Peyton Branham trying to hold things right here. Ground ball to third. Tough play there by the third baseman, Owen Williams, but he looks the runner back to second, and the throw across in time for the out at first. Owen, a nice job. as Parton could not advance on the play. He'll be down at second base, and here's Xavion Bogan, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Curveball is called strike 1 on the inside corner. Xavion singled on a ground ball that went off the pitcher and into left field. His first time up. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball again to third. This time a high hopper, Owen Williams, and again the throw across in time for out number 2. Cash Franklin will throw to second, but Parton back in there safely. So a couple of ground ball outs to the third baseman. Owen Williams again looks the runner back to second base, who could not advance. And it's 2 down for the Bulldogs. Back to the top of the order, and Aaron Dunlap. Leadoff hitter for Portageville is grounded out, walked, and been hit by a pitch, been on base. 2 of his 3 at-bats. He takes the first pitch low, ball 1. Tying run at second base for Portageville. We're in the top of the 5th inning here at Indian Park in Kennett. Good to have you along this afternoon. Exciting high school baseball action on the Eclipse Day. Ball 2 is low to Dunlap. Mason Adams in the on-deck circle for Portageville. 2-0 the count to Dunlap. The pitch. Ground ball foul down the first baseline. 2-1. Parton, the base runner, down at second. He reached on a Kennett error, a ball that I know Jack Morrison looking right into that setting sun. We see the shadows creeping out toward right field. Probably just lost it. Went off his glove. Here's a line drive up the middle. This may tie us up. Coming up is Gilmore. His throw to the plate is going to be too late. And we're tied up at 7. And on the throw home, the runner, Dunlap, will take second base. So a single up the middle, and the Bulldogs come back to tie things up on the line drive base hit. Gilmore's throw went all the way to the plate. And Dunlap down to second base on the throw to the plate. And with that, we are tied at 7. 2 outs, still a runner at second. That's the go-ahead run. And Mason Adams facing Peyton Branham. Mason looking for his first hit. He's walked and grounded out to second. Grounded back to the pitcher. They'll throw back to second. And Gardner slipping behind the runner. And Dunlap back in there safely. Coach Tyler Trover probably watching from his vehicle out in the parking lot. He got a little nervous on that throw to second. And Aaron Dunlap, though, back in there safely. This ball is popped up and out of play for strike 1. I was impressed how many players on both the varsity and JV teams Portageville has. They have a lot of excitement for this baseball program, rightfully so. Pitch on the outside corner is a called strike. And it's 0-2 now to Mason Adams. We are tied at 7, top of the 5th inning, and 2 down for Portageville, but they have scored a run here in the inning after Kennett put 6 on the board in the bottom of the 4th. The 0-2 pitch from Branham headed home as a curveball that floats outside for ball 1, 1-2. It's been a beautiful day here in southeast Missouri. Not so sure about the next 2 or 3 days. The weather forecast does not look good. The 1-2 pitch hit right back up the middle, and that's going to get into center field, and that's going to score the go-ahead run for the Bulldogs. That was a seeing eye single, just right back up the middle off the bat of Mason Adams. The Bulldogs go up 8-7. Wasn't hit particularly hard, but just where nobody could get to it. And Dunlap scores, and the Bulldogs now lead 8-7, 2 down, and a runner at first for Connor Johnson. foul ball out of play. Connor singled on a ground ball up the middle. An infield hit. His hit in the ball game so far. Adams, the base runner at first. Portageville leads 8-7. Runner goes and a foul tip at the plate, and that one got Caleb Duncan. Caleb's going to walk that one off. Caleb's as tough as they get, but that one hit right over where the chest protector doesn't cover him. And he is feeling it. Mr. Whitaker, the home plate umpire, went out to give a baseball to Peyton Branham, and they'll give Caleb a chance to shake off the effects of this. I've seen Caleb take some pretty good shots so far behind the plate, and every time he stays in there, gets a good round of applause from the Kennett fans and the Portageville fans here. Boy, those foul tips, they are tough on catchers, and they're also tough on umpires. Runner at first is Adams, who drove in the go-ahead run, 8-7 for Portageville here in the top of the fifth. 0-2 the count to Connor Johnson. Peyton Branham will throw to first, and the runner back in there safely. Bentley Farms in Dudley, Missouri. Wes and Chantel Bentley, they're Kennett residents. I wish the Indians good luck this season. Good broadcast sponsors. Another ground ball to third, and this one goes off Owen Williams. Everybody's going to be safe. Owen tried to back up on that one and had the ball go off his chest. Adams down to second base. Johnson at first base, and here's Bo Hunter Warren. 8-7 Bulldogs, and they're looking for more with 2 down here in the top of the fifth. Branham's pitch. Curveball is a beauty. Strike one. Adams, the base runner at second. Johnson at first. Now look, the runner Adams back at second without a throw. That time, J.C. Poole trying to sneak in on the base runner, trying to keep him close. The 0-1. Fouled straight back. And it's 0-2 now to Bo Hunter Warren. Warren has flied out, been hit by a pitch, and singled on a fly ball to right field. The 0-2. Curveball hit in the hole, and that's going to get into left field. No play at the plate, and Portageville will go up 9-7. They put 3 on the board here in the top of the fifth inning. Well, that ground ball had eyes just to the right of Matt Gardner. Gets into the outfield, and Adams with a good jump with 2 down. Scored easily on the last play. It's 9-7 Bulldogs, and they're still looking for more as Carson Bradley, who's 2 for 3 on the day, will step in. Here's a line drive up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Gilmore will get it back in quickly, and the runners will stop at third, so the base is going to be loaded. A single back up the middle, and Portageville threatening for a really big inning as Owen Roberts comes to the plate. Peyton has not been helped defensively here in this inning, and it comes back to hurt the Indians after they led it by 1 starting the inning, but now they trail by 2. A swing and a miss at a breaking pitch. Owen Roberts with a 0-1 count now. Bases loaded for the Bulldogs. 3 runs in, and they lead 9-7. Curveball, and this is going to drop in for a base hit. Didn't try to do too much with it, and that's going to drive in 2 more. And the throw to third, not in time. Now a throw to second, and in there safely will be Roberts. So runners at second and third, and 2 more runs in for Portageville. That was just a single. Johnson scores. Warren scores on the last play. Bradley moves up to third base on the throw, and Roberts down to second on the throw. So second and third put a couple of more on the board for the Bulldogs, and they lead it 11-7. First pitch low and inside to Ryland Parton. Ball one. Five runs for the Bulldogs here in the top of the fifth after Kennett put 6 on the board in the bottom of the fourth. Now time is called. Bradley, the base runner, at third. Roberts, the base runner, at second for Portageville. Branham checks the runner. The pitch, and here's a line drive out into right field, and that's going to get past Morrison over his head and all the way to the fence. 2 runs will score. Rounding second, they're going to put on the brakes, and now they have the runner hung up. Throw to third, now run him back to second. Kennett trying to get the put out on the runner down to second. Now J.C. Poole will make the tag, and finally the inning comes to an end. But not before the Bulldogs strike for a big number here. As that time, the double out in the left field, Bradley and Roberts scores, and it's 13-7 in favor of Portageville as we go to the bottom of the fifth at Indian Park right after this.
The human body is capable of the extraordinary. As well as the not so extraordinary. No matter your skill, restore your peak performance with the Orthodox, a dream team of orthopedic surgery. Get back in the game with the Orthodox at NEA Baptist.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See State Farm agent Greg Wilson in Kennett. Call 888-4913.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a show place. Living room suites, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suites, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
Peyton Branham leads things off for the Indians and takes strike one, and we're underway here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Kennett, after leading by 1 as we went to the top of the fifth, now trail 13-7. 7 runs for the Bulldogs in that top half of the inning. Here's a strike called in there. And it's quickly 0-2 to Peyton Branham, Mason Adams. Drops a curveball a little bit inside. Just missed inside. Ball 1, 1-2 the count to Branham. Peyton 0 for 1. He's walked and popped out to second, trying to get things started for Kennett here as he fouls it off and stays alive. Two runs in the first, 4 in the second, then 7 in the top of the fifth, Portageville. The 1-2. Hits Branham. So a hit batter, and Kennett with a base runner here in the inning. Indians with 6 hits in the ballgame. Portageville now with 12 hits in the ballgame. Kennett has committed 4 errors in the ballgame. For Portageville, they've committed a couple in the ballgame. Now Ashton Williams will hit with the one-out base runner. Branham at first, and the first pitch to Williams is a called strike on the outside corner. Ashton has walked and struck out. A throw to first, and the runner Branham back in there safely. Ultimate Fitness and Sports, one of our great broadcast sponsors. Great location here in Kennett to get in shape for the warm months ahead. Ball is low, 1-1 the count. Runner stays at first base. That's Branham. Ultimate Fitness and Sports also has some great indoor practice facilities, so you athletes can get your game to the next level. Great membership plans available. Ultimate Fitness and Sports here in Kennett. Strike on the outside corner makes the count 1-2 on Ashton Williams. Twin Rivers, the next scheduled opponent tomorrow for Portageville at Portageville, weather permitting. Indians. Trip to Sykeston on Wednesday and a called strike 3 on the outside corner. That's 1 down for the Indians. Branham, the base runner at first, and here's Caden Pruitt. Pruitt's 1 for 1, singled on a hard ground ball to the right fielder and hit a sacrifice fly to center. So driving one in, a fly ball to Dunlap in center as he shades his eyes. Dunlap is the first pitch, a curveball from Adams, is a called strike to Pruitt, strike 1. 0-1 the count. Mason Adams, the pitch, off-speed delivery, slowly hit to Bogan. It's short. He'll get the second for 1. The throw to first is not in time. It's just getting down there. Pruitt. All the fielder's choice. Wasn't hit particularly hard, and Bogan to Warren. Retires Brandon, second base, so a runner at first and 2 down for the Indians. And here's Jack Morrison. Jack on the afternoon is singled on a fly ball to right, flied out to Bradley in left field. And Sports Center play, if we would have had it. Can't see down in the left field corner here at Indian Park from our broadcast position, and a curveball from Adams is a called strike. Adams has been really relying on that curveball here as he comes in relief. Ground ball is foul outside of third. Johnson will field it in foul territory. And it's 0-2 to Jack Morrison. Pruitt, the base runner at first, 13-7. Bulldogs with the lead here at the bottom of the 5th inning. Kennett with 2 outs. Branham was hit by a pitch. Swing and a miss, and Morrison goes down on strikes. That'll do it for the Indians. They'll strand a base runner. In the 5th, we will go to the 6th inning. Portageville bats leading this one 13-7.
The City of Portageville extends congratulations to the Portageville Bulldogs on another fine year. You've represented our community in a very positive manner and have contributed to making this year's team one of the best ever to wear the blue and white. On behalf of the City of Portageville, Mayor Roddy Walker, along with Alderman Patty Johnson, Christine Adams, Chris Hollingshead, and Shirley Estes, along with City Clerk Rachel Rather and all city employees, they send their very best wishes. Good luck, Bulldogs. All the best to you from the City of Portageville.
Stop. There's no need to pay full retail price when you need a replacement part for your vehicle. One visit to Delta Auto Parts and Salvage, Highway 61 North in Portageville will save you money. Serving the area for over 60 years, Delta Auto Parts and Salvage specializes in domestic auto and small truck parts. You'll always get quality service and parts at Delta Auto Parts and Salvage with local delivery and nationwide shipping available. Plus, you can search for your part right from their website, deltaautoparts.com. Before you pay full retail price, call Delta Auto Parts and Salvage, 800-392-0506.
Bogan, and Dunlap due up for the Bulldogs here at the top of the 6th. They lead 13-7. And Peyton Branham back out on the hill, and his first pitch hits Jaquan right in the shoulder. Another hit by a pitch. Now Xavier Bogan will come to the plate, but not before Coach Aaron New goes out, and we're going to have a pitching change for the Kennett Indians. Pitching change for Kennett. We'll tell you about the new hurler for the Indians when we return to Indian Park right after this.
As your District 149 Missouri State Representative, Donnie Brown knows the value of high school sports and how it helps to shape our young people for the challenges of tomorrow. That's why Donnie Brown is pleased to be a broadcast sponsor of high school sports here on Pollock Radio. Good luck and best wishes to all from your District 149 State Representative, the Honorable Donnie Brown, serving the citizens of New Madrid, Pemiscot, and Mississippi counties. Paid for by Citizens for Donnie Brown. Angie Kellums, Treasurer.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Call Jay Ward or Jack Giles in Portageville at 573-379-3461.
First State Bank and Trust is more than just products and services. We're there for you for your first paycheck, buying a home, opening a small business, starting a family, or planning to retire, and everything in between. We're the local bank you know and trust for all of your financial needs. Visit fsbtrust.com or stop by your local First State Bank and Trust to explore all of your financial options. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Xavier Bogan will be the hitter, runner at first, and Owen Williams, the pitcher for the Kennett Indians. And Owen, the right-hander, his first delivery is a little bit low, ball one to Xavier Bogan. Xavier 1 for 3. Jaquan down at first base. This ball popped up, is going to get out of play, just on top of the first base dugout. And the count 1-1 on Xavier Bogan. Thanks to all of our great Portageville Bulldog broadcast sponsors. We're going to have quite a bit of Bulldog baseball for you over the KCRV and Sports Radio KMIS streaming platforms this season. Pitch is low, ball 2, 2-1 the count to Xavier Bogan. Kennett would love a double play. Nobody out here in the top of the sixth. Ball fouled at the plate by Xavier. And the count 2-2. Owen Williams with a pitch. Curveball and a foul tipped into the mitt of Caleb Duncan, who hangs on for the first out of the inning. Our next Portageville broadcast will be Caruthersville at Portageville on the 16th. Throw to first. We'll get by the first baseman. And Parton, the pinch runner for Bogan, will scoot all the way around to third on the Kennett miscue. So now Parton will be at third base, and still just one down here in the inning. Owen Williams with a pitch. Curveball is low, and a good block there by Duncan. Ball one. 1 ball, no strikes to count to Aaron Dunlap. Aaron is 1 for 2 on the day. Kennett infield comes in. They cannot afford to allow any more Bulldog runs, but Portageville threatening with 1 out here in the inning. This curveball outside, ball 2 from Owen Williams to Aaron Dunlap. Kennett outfield also coming in. They're trying to be shallow enough they might be able to throw the runner Parton out at the plate on a fly ball to the outfield. Owen misses outside, ball 3. 3-0 the count to Dunlap. Mason Adams in the on-deck circle. 3-0 the count. Owen Williams with the pitch is outside, ball 4. So runners at the corners now for Portageville. Kennett would love the double play. Middle infielders will move back at double play depth. That's Gardner and Poole. Left-handed hitting Mason Adams will hit. Cash Franklin holds Dunlap on at first base, but Aaron has good speed there on the base pass. We'll see if Portageville may do some running here. The left-handed hitting Adams, and the first pitch he takes off, and the ball is popped up. Now to play down the left field line, strike 1. Not surprised, big hole over there on the right side for Mason Adams, but with a first and third situation. Kennett probably would not throw down to second. Throw to first, and the runner back in safely. Aaron Dunlap. Parton, the base runner, down at third base for Portageville. That's Houston Parton. Pitch is a curveball. The runner goes, and no throw down to second. So that puts Portageville with a couple of runners in scoring position on the breaking pitch. That was low to Mason Adams. Now Owen Williams having to face Mason with something that he wants to whack at, and he does, out to left field. Coming on, Ashton Williams makes the catch and fires a bullet into home plate. The runners stay put. Nice throw. Ashton Williams in left field, and they don't try to send Parton very wisely on the throw from Williams in left field. So Parton at third, Dunlap at second. Now 2 outs in the inning, and here's Connor Johnson. Connor 1 for 4 on the day, and the first pitch, an Owen Williams curveball called strike 1. 13-7 Bulldogs. Kennett trying to hold them right here at the top of the 6th. Curveball hit to third. Brandon will field and throw across the diamond in time. So the Bulldogs will strand a couple on the base pass, but they come up empty here in the 7th. 13-7. Indians trail when they bat. Bottom of the 6th right after this.
Greenpoint Ag is game ready to evaluate and supply your specific agronomic needs. Helping you score touchdowns all season long. Your premier provider throughout the South. We're farmer owned and locally focused. We are Greenpoint Ag. For more information, contact your local Portageville Greenpoint Ag.
Good luck to the Portageville Bulldogs from Rob Barham and the staff at Greenpoint Ag on State Highway T in Portageville. Call 573-379-3816.
The Portageville School District Board of Directors salutes the members, coaches, and staff of the Portageville Bulldogs in working to make this another championship year. Congratulations from Board President Mark Moody, Vice President Micah Roan, Secretary Michael Prince, Treasurer Ronnie G. Adams, and members Ronnie K. Adams, Patty Johnson, Chad Bradley, and Superintendent of Schools Michael Allred. Good luck, Bulldogs, from the administration, faculty, staff, and students of the Portageville School District.
Thirteen to 7, Portageville leads. It will be Owen Williams, followed by J.C. Poole and Matt Gardner here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Kennett needing some runs. Portageville. And their pitcher Mason Adams in relief. Pitched an inning and 2/3, only 22 pitches. And the first pitch to Owen Williams, fouled out of play, strike 1. Owens has grounded out and walked in the ballgame. Has ground out to Johnson at third. Next pitch headed home is a ball from Mason Adams. The 1-1. Swing and a miss by Owen Williams, and it's 1-2. Owen Williams leading off the inning, and a curveball is just outside ball 2. 2-2. This pitch is high ball 3, so Owen has worked the count full 3-2. Kennett needing base runners, down 13-7. We're in the bottom of the 6th. The 3-2 from Adams. A ground ball hitting the hole, and this is going to be fielded by Bogan, and not going to be able to make the play at first. Infield hit off the bat of Owen Williams. That was just between Johnson and Bogan. Bogan had to go in the hole. He fields it, but not able to make the throw across the diamond in time. Courtesy runner coming on for the Kennett Indians down at first base. I believe that's Shoemaker, the base runner at first base for the Indians. J.C. Poole at the plate. He'll hit the first one in the air, left center field. There's Bradley drifting over and makes the play for out number 1. Ball was slicing off the left-handed bat of J.C. Poole. So 1 down for Matt Gardner. Throw to first, the runner back in there safely. (13-7), Portageville with the lead. The first pitch a called strike to Gardner at the knees. Foul ball down the third baseline. And the count 0-2 on Matt. Hayden Gilmore in the on-deck circle. Matt tries to hold up, but goes around and strikes out for out number 2. Runner at first and 2 down now for Kennett here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Kennett's schedule, Wednesday at Sykeston, Thursday at Greene County Tech, then Saturday for 2 games against Munford, Tennessee at South Gibson County at 10, and then the host team, South Gibson, at 12:30. That's from Medina, Tennessee on Saturday. So a full week of baseball for the Indians, starting it off with Portageville here this afternoon, and ball 1 to Hayden Gilmore, low and inside. Hayden is 2 for 3, singled on a fly to the left, fly out to center, and a line drive to left field. His second hit. The 1-0 pitch to Gilmore. And he'll slap this one out to left field. Going over, though, is Bradley for the out. Carson Bradley, another nice play in left field. Indians strand a runner. We'll go to the 7th. Portageville bats leading this one 13-7.
Hello, everyone. I'm Aaron Waynick, and I'm running for sheriff of Dunklin County. I'm a lifelong resident of Dunklin County, and I have over 25 years' experience in the field of law enforcement. During my career, I have been blessed to have been trained by and worked beside some of the best the business has had to offer. I have the experience and integrity to lead the sheriff's office in the years to come. I'm married to my best friend, Leah Jo, and we have 2 beautiful daughters, Ella Kate and Emery Lynn. My family and I would like to ask for your vote in the August 6, 2024 primary. Thank you.
Paid for by the committee to elect Aaron Waynick, Dunklin County Sheriff. Karen Vandiver, Treasurer.
Baker Implement Company and Case IH are proud to support area high school athletics.
The same way we have supported our customers and the community for 86 years.
Visit any of our 13 locations in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas to experience the power of red and the service and support that has kept customers coming back since 1938.
Case IH and Baker Implement Company, supporting our community on the field and in your field.
13-7, Portageville with the lead. Owen Williams finishes his warm-up tosses. It'll be Warren, the cleanup hitter, followed by Bradley and Roberts. Bulldogs with 2 in the first, 4 in the second. Didn't score in the third or fourth, and then they put 7 on the board in the 5th inning after Kennett put 6 on the board and took a 1-run lead in the bottom of the 4th. A run in the first, 6 in the bottom of the 4th, the scoring for Kennett. They're on the bottom side of a 13-7 score. Here's Bo Hunter Warren, 2 for 3 on the day. leads things off, facing Owen Williams, and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt, strike one. Peyton Branham was in on the first pitch. Now he'll back up after the healthy cut by Warren on the first delivery. A swing and a miss and a breaking pitch, and it's 0-2 to Warren. Owen Williams came in relief the last inning. This ball hit in the air to center field. Gilmore over to his left, has it for out number one. First Portageville batter retired here in the top of the seventh. That brings up Carson Bradley. Carson is 3 for 4 on the day. Singled on a couple of line drives to left and singled on a line drive to center on his afternoon. Owen Williams with the first pitch. A breaking ball is called strike one. Owen starting to settle down here in his second inning of work. Bulldogs up 13-7. One down in the seventh. Another curveball and a swing and a miss. And it's 0-2 to Carson Bradley. John Whitaker behind the plate. Long time umpire in the area. This ball is in the dirt, 1-2. Mr. Whitaker was umpiring American Legion games down in the Blyville area when my oldest son was playing American Legion baseball and called a lot of games in Arkansas and now working a lot up in Missouri. 1-2 the count to Carson Bradley. Is low, ball 2. 2-2 from Owen Williams. A little bit low, ball 3. 3-2. The count goes full to Carson Bradley. Mr. Whitaker continues till Carson Bradley get back in the box. Now the 3-2 pitch. Foul tip. And staying alive is Carson, as he got a piece of that one. Maybe he got a piece of either the umpire or the catcher. Mr. Whitaker, I think, is going to kick dirt off the plate and taps Caleb Duncan on the head. They're both okay. 3-2, the count to Carson Bradley. And the pitch again, a curveball, slowly hit to third. Branham, a tough play, gets it on the short hop and fires to first in time for the out. Nice play, Peyton Branham. On the speedy Carson Bradley, racing down the line. That's out number 2. Branham to Cash Franklin. Owen Roberts will hit. Bulldog first baseman is 1 for 4 on the afternoon. Sit coming his last at bat, and he takes a breaking pitch, strike one. From Owen Williams. 2 outs, nobody on for Portageville. We're in the top of the seventh. 13-7 our score. Inside corner is a called strike. 0-2 now the count to Owen Roberts. Fouled back to the screen. Count remains 0-2. As Owen stays alive. Owens a single to left field his last at bat. Takes ball 1 in the dirt. Curveball. 1-2. Ball 2 is low. 2-2 the count. Parton in the on-deck circle, the DH for Portageville, if Owen Roberts can reach. This pitch is low, ball 3. 3-2. Warren and Bradley retired by Owen Williams. But now working the count full, 3-2 is Owen Roberts with 2 down, nobody on. The pitch from Williams is a curveball, ball 4. Good job that time by Owen Roberts facing Owen Williams. Owen against Owen. And the Roberts comes out on top with the walk. Base runner at first and 2 down for Rylan Parton. Rylan is 1 for 4. Doubled on a fly ball to over the head of the right fielder, and he hits another one, same spot. Out there this time, though, was Jack Morrison shading his eyes from that sun and makes the catch for out number 3. Portageville strands a runner, but they lead 13-7. Last chance for the Indians, bottom of the 7th, when we return to Indian Park right after this.
Looking for a reliable, lightning-fast internet service that doesn't break the bank? Kennett Board of Public Works is here with their fiber optic internet service, starting at just $29.95 a month, with speeds up to 1 gigabit per second. And the best part? Kennett Board of Public Works is your local provider, committed to serving the community with top-notch customer service and a network you can count on. Experience the power of fiber optics. Sign up now and revolutionize your internet experience with Kennett Board of Public Works Internet Service.
Hello, this is Darren Todd, Republican candidate for Circuit Judge of the 35th Judicial Circuit, comprising Dunklin and Stoddard counties. I am asking for your vote in the August 6th Republican primary for a 6-year term. I'm a 1991 graduate of Holcomb High School, a 1996 graduate of Southeast Missouri State University, and a 1999 graduate of Southern Illinois University School of Law. I will represent the people of the 35th Judicial Circuit with patience, open-mindedness, compassion, understanding, and firmness. Paid for by the committee to elect Darren Todd Judge, Kim Campbell Treasurer.
Now is the time to get your air conditioner serviced for the warm days ahead. Let the experienced techs at Duncan Sheet Metal replace that old unit with a new high-efficiency unit to stay more comfortable during the upcoming warmer months. A new high-efficiency unit will pay for itself with the big savings you see on your utility bill. Turn to the experts at Duncan Sheet Metal today for service and installation. 601 Highway VV in Kennett.
Duncan Sheet Metal wishes Caleb Duncan and the entire Kennett Indian baseball team the best of luck this season.
I'm Nick Darter, a candidate for Dunklin County Sheriff. I am a husband, father, and God-fearing man. I have been in law enforcement for 14 years as a field training officer, firearms instructor, taser instructor, school resource officer, mentor, and a volunteer firefighter. It is my desire to bring the experience I've acquired as well as the values that have been instilled in me to the Sheriff's Office. I would appreciate your vote August 6th for Dunklin County Sheriff, so together we can see Dunklin County be an even safer future.
Paid for by the committee to elect Nick Darter for sheriff, Philip A. Sandy, treasurer.
Last chance for the Kennett Indians here as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Portageville leads 13-7. The new pitcher coming on will be Carson Bradley. Carson, the right-hander, will take over on the mound. Mason Adams now at shortstop for the Bulldogs. Bogan will move back to second base and due up for the Kennett Indians here. They need 6 runs in this 7th. It'll be Caleb Duncan, Peyton Branham, and Ashton Williams. They need a lot of base runners and some magic to happen if we're going to push this thing to the 8th inning. Kennett with a run in the first, 6 in the bottom of the 4th. Portageville with 2 in the first, 4 in the second, 7 in the 5th inning. 13-7 Dogs lead this one, and Carson Bradley to Caleb Duncan. First pitch, a fastball outside, ball 1. Beautiful day for baseball here in Kennett this afternoon. The 1-0 pitch to Duncan. A little bit low, ball 2. JV game to follow this one. We will not have a broadcast of the JV game, but fans here this afternoon have nothing but enjoyment to watch baseball here. Ball 3 is outside, so first 3 out of the zone from Carson Bradley, trying to close things out for Portageville. Carson misses low with this one, and a 4-pitch walk puts Caleb Duncan down at first base. If you're a Kennett fan, that's a start. Here comes Peyton Branham. Peyton 0 for 1 on the afternoon. He's walked, been hit by a pitch, and popped out to Bogan at second base. Adams and Bogan will be at double play depth. Up the middle. Roberts, the first baseman, holds Duncan on there. First pitch, a good fastball in there to Branham, strike 1. on the outside corner. Ashton Williams in the on-deck circle for Kennett. Kennett trails 13-7, bottom of the 7th. Leadoff base runner Duncan reaching with a walk. He's at first, the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 now to Peyton Branham. Bradley checks the runner. This fastball is high, ball 1, 1-2. Twin Rivers will be the opponent of Portageville, weather permitting, at Portageville tomorrow. Kennett scheduled to go to Sykeston on Wednesday, weather permitting. Foul ball. Branham stays alive. Peyton got a piece of the Carson Bradley fastball. And the count remains 1-2 on Peyton. Kennett senior. The 1-2. Change up. Just getting a piece of it was Branham. Good change up by Carson Bradley, but Branham able to just get a piece of it to stay alive, 1-2. Bulldog outfield straight away in center, protecting the lines in right and left field with his 6-run lead and a runner at first. Branham back of the box, and Carson Bradley steps back on the rubber and looks in for the sign. Checks Caleb Duncan at first, the 1-2. First, he'll throw over to first. And Duncan back in safely. The 1-2 pitch again to Peyton Branham. Change up, and Peyton will stroke it into center field. There, going back is center fielder Dunlap for out number 1. Fly ball straight away, center field, and first man retired. For the Indians here in the bottom of the 7th. That brings in Ashton Williams. Ashton has walked, a couple of strikeouts in the ball game. Trying to give the Indians a little spark here in the bottom of the 7th. The first pitch will get to the backstop. That lets Duncan reach second base on the wild pitch. Takes the double play primarily out of order now, barring a line drive double play variety. Kennett needing 6 runs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. This pitch low and away, ball 2 to Ashton Williams. Caden Pruitt in the on-deck circle for Kennett. The 2-0 pitch to Williams. Outside ball 3, 3-0. Carson Bradley. Carson, the 3rd Bulldog pitcher of the afternoon. .30 from Bradley. Ashton Williams is low, ball 4. So Kennett with runners at first and second now, and here's Pruitt. Time is called, and they're going to go out and visit with Bradley, the pitcher, and the rest of the Bulldog infielders. Pruitt singled on a hard ground ball to right field, hit a sacrifice fly to center, and grounded into a fielder's choice. So he grounded out to the shortstop in the ball game. Couple of runners on for the Indians, but they need lots of base runners and some runs here in the bottom of the 7th, down by 6. The base on balls does set up the double play situation again with runners at first and second. Duncan, the base runner at second. Ashton Williams, the base runner at first. Roberts, the first baseman, playing behind Williams, as they would rather take the out or a double play. With Caden Pruitt at the plate, middle infielders at double play depth, and the first pitch outside, ball 1 to Pruitt. Jack Morrison in the on-deck circle. The 1-0 pitch with the runner going, and the throw down to third is going to get into left field. So scoring on the play will be Caleb Duncan. The pitch, I believe, was called a ball, but Duncan steals third. And then on the throw into left field will come in to score. And Ashton Williams will move down to second base. So Kennett pulls just a little bit closer. The pitch is high and outside, ball 3 to Caden Pruitt. The 3-0 to Pruitt. Outside corner is a called strike. Williams advanced down to second base on the play. It's 13-8 now. Bulldogs with the lead. 1 down, 1 on for Indians, and now they have 2 on us. The walk will put Pruitt down at first base. Here's Jack Morrison. Jack is 1 for 3, and another trip out to the mound. We'll see if Bulldogs might be making another change here in the bottom of the 7th. And they are. So we're going to have another pitching change. We'll tell you about the new Portageville pitcher when we return to Indian Park right after this.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
First Missouri Bank of SEMO understands that banking is more than just managing dollars and cents. It's about strengthening relationships, helping neighbors, believing in our communities, and planning for the future. FM Bank proudly offers competitive rates on personal, home, agricultural, and business loans, and all banking decisions are made here in our local communities. Visit any of our FM Bank locations today for more info. To us, people matter. FM Bank is also proud to sponsor Kennett Indians Sports. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You all hear me tell the stories on our Glen St. ads, and I enjoy people coming to me and referring to certain stories. Some of these stories go way back. We will continue to tell stories, mention our troops, and telling our customers how much our families appreciate their business. Our people always look forward to seeing you. We want you to enjoy your visit. Best price, best service. Glen St. and God bless our troops.
The new Portageville pitcher is Connor Johnson. Connor will come in, try to close things out. Kennett with runners at first and second, and 1 down. Portageville leads, still by 5 runs, 13-8. Jack Morrison will be the hitter, facing Connor Johnson. Double play in order for the Bulldogs here with runners at first and second. Johnson's first pitch headed home, low and in the dirt, ball 1. Jaquan Bogan with a nice backhand keeps the runners at first and second. Ashton Williams at second. Caden Pruitt, the base runner, at first for the Indians. Connor Johnson checks the runners. The 1-0 pitch to the plate. This one's in the dirt. Gets by Bogan just about 2 or 3 feet. But again, the runner's not able to advance as he was able to get a piece of the body on that one. And it's 2 balls and no strikes to Jack Morrison. Ashton Williams at second. Caden Pruitt down at first base. Kennett with a run so far here in the bottom of the 7th. Fastball in there for a called strike to Morrison. 2-1 the count. Down by 5 runs. That was probably Jack taking a strike for the team. Now it's 2-1. 1 down, 2 on for the Indians. The bottom of the 7th. The pitch low is ball 3. Another good stop there by Jaquan Bogan. Keeps the runners put. But Jack Morrison ahead in the count, 3-1. Owen Williams in the on-deck circle for Kennett. The last outs are never easy. Doesn't matter the size of the lead for ball club. Here's a ground ball to short. Could be two. Out at second for one. The relay to first is not going to be in time, but the fielder's choice. Adams to Bogan. And there's two down in the inning. Pruitt was out on the play. Williams advancing to third base. And now 2 outs for Kennett. And their last hope is Owen Williams. Owen 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Walk, grounded out, and singled past the shortstop. In the hole between short and third. His last at bat. He'll hit this one in the air on the infield. It's going to drop in front of Bogan, who will field it and throw down to second for the fielder's choice. I think the sun might have messed with that one, but no problem, as it was an impossible base running play, and Morrison tried to take off to second, and the fielder's choice will end it. Portageville wins it 13-8. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap things up from Indian Park in just a moment.
It's always a home run when you visit the all-new Home Plate Bar and Grill at the I-55 exit in Hayti. They have delicious food served up hot and fresh. Be sure to check out their daily lunch and dinner specials. Their catfish, the best around, plus chicken, shrimp, steaks, and their smash burgers will keep you coming back for more. They have 10 big screen TVs where you can catch all the big games. Be sure to like them on Facebook. Slide into home at the Home Plate Bar and Grill at the I-55 exit in Hayti.
Kennett Bowling Lanes is under new ownership, and they're excited to announce new menu items coming soon with delicious lunch specials every day. Looking for a fun family outing? Family night is every Wednesday night from 4 to 8. Kids bowl for free with a meal purchase. Book your next birthday party with a basic or pizza party package. They can also host business events. Call 888-9400 to make a reservation or stop by 1315 St. Francis Street in Kennett. Kennett Bowling Lanes. Strike up some fun.
Two of the biggest tournaments of the year come up in May at the Kennett Country Club. The 3-man scramble on May 4th and 5th. The 2-man scramble on May 18th and 19th. The fun continues in June with the mixed pairs June 8th and 9th. Member guests June 22nd and 23rd. And the 4-lady scramble on June 25th. Get your team signed up today. Talk to Larry Boone or John Sammons of the Pro Shop and see the full tournament schedule on the Kennett Country Club Facebook page. Swing into spring and summer at the Kennett Country Club.
Back at the ballpark, the Indians fall to the Bulldogs of Portageville 13-8. Scoring goes like this in the ball game. Portageville got on the lead first in this one with 2 runs in the top of the first. Kennett answered with a run in the bottom of the first. It was 2-1 as we went to the second, but Portageville with 4 runs in the second and led 6-1 all the way until the bottom of the 4th inning when Kennett scored 6 runs, and Kennett at that point led 7-6. But Portageville answering right back with 7 in the top of the 5th. And Indians adding just a run in the bottom of the 7th, and the Indians fall to the Bulldogs 13-8, the final score. And 12 hits in the ball game for Portageville this afternoon, and 8 runs on 7 hits for the Indians. Indians committed 5 errors, 3 errors in the ball game for Portageville this afternoon. Here's the way the batting went for Portageville. Aaron Dunlap was 1 for 2 with a couple of runs scored, an RBI, and a couple of walks for the leadoff hitter. Mason Adams was 1 for 4 with a couple of runs scored, an RBI, and a walk. 1 for 5 was Connor Johnson with 3 runs scored and an RBI. 2 for 4 was Warren with a couple of runs scored and 3 RBIs. 3 for 5, Carson Bradley with a run scored and 3 RBIs. 1 for 4, Owen Roberts with a run scored and 2 RBIs. 1 for 5 was Parton in the ballgame with a run scored and 2 RBIs. Jaquan Bogan was 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And Xavier Bogan was 1 for 4 with a run scored in the ballgame for Portageville. For the Indians, J.C. Poole had a 2 for 4 game with an RBI and a couple of runs scored. 2 for 4 was Hayden Gilmore with a couple of RBIs for Hayden. Caleb Duncan, a couple of runs scored, had a walk in the ball game for the Indians. 1 for 2 was Caden Pruitt, the DH, and he had an RBI for the Indians and also a walk. Jack Morrison was 1 for 4 with a run scored and an RBI for Kennett. And Owen Williams was 1 for 3 for the Indians. 7 hits in the ballgame and 6 walks for the Indians. They struck out 5 times. For the Bulldogs, they had 4 walks in the ballgame and struck out 4 times. But hit by batters, Bogan was hit twice, Dunlap was hit, and Warren was hit in the ballgame. For the Kennett Indians, Pruitt was hit by a pitch in the ballgame. And Kennett left 7 runners on base. Portageville left 9 runners on base in this one. Looking at the pitching, it was Bo Warren getting the start for Portageville. 3 1/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 6 runs, 5 of those earned. He walked 3 and struck out 2. Mason Adams came on to pitch 2 2/3. He gave up 2 hits and 1 run. It was not earned, and Mason struck out 3 batters. Carson Bradley got an out in the ball game and gave up a run. It was earned, and he walked 3 while he was in the ball game. And then Connor Johnson got the final 2 outs for the Bulldogs. As Warren got the start, and Mason Adams will get the victory for the Bulldogs, pitching 2 2/3 innings. Ashton Williams, 2 innings pitched, gave up 6 hits and 6 runs, all 6 earned. He walked 2 and struck out 2. Peyton Branham pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 7 runs, but Peyton did not give up an earned run. The defense let Branham down in the ballgame. He didn't walk anyone and struck out 1, and that was the costly facts in this one, is Branham 3 innings pitched with giving up 6 hits and 7 runs, but not a single one of those runs earned. Owen Williams, the final 2 innings, he walked 2 and struck out 1 and did not allow a base runner or a run in the ball game. As Portageville wins it 13-8, we'll take our final break and wrap things up as the Bulldogs win this one 13-8. Back with more from Indian Park right after this.
Delicious deals for delicious meals at McDonald's. Get exclusive deals on your McDonald's favorites in the McDonald's app with contactless mobile order and convenient drive-thru pickup. Get a free large fries when you download the McDonald's app and join My McDonald's Rewards. Download it today. Your local Kennett McDonald's has been serving the Kennett community for over 30 years and is proud to support area youth.
All your friends at the local McDonald's wish the Kennett Indians a safe and successful season. Go Indians!
The human body is capable of the extraordinary. As well as the not so extraordinary. No matter your skill, restore your peak performance with the Orthodox, a dream team of orthopedic surgery. Get back in the game with the Orthodox at NEA Baptist.
Who doesn't love being number 1? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number 1, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number 1 is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
See State Farm agent Greg Wilson in Kennett. Call 888-4913.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a show place. Living room suites, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suites, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
Back at Kennett, final score 13-8, Portageville over the Kennett Indians this afternoon. Our next Kennett Indian broadcast will be coming up Wednesday at Sykeston, weather permitting. And then we're scheduled on Thursday to be at Greene County Tech, and then on Saturday a couple of games at South Gibson County in Medina, Tennessee against Munford at 10 o'clock. And then against South Gibson, the host team, at 12:30. That coming up on Saturday. from Medina, Tennessee. For the Portageville Bulldogs, their next action will be scheduled against Twin Rivers, that at Portageville tomorrow, weather permitting, and then they'll be playing in the Malden Invitational Tournament over the weekend at Malden. And then they will be at Campbell on Monday, and then our next Portageville broadcast will be next Tuesday at Portageville, as Caruthersville will come to Portageville, as that's our upcoming schedule. Appreciate our sponsors for both Portageville and Kennett, as high school baseball coverage today on both our KCRV and KBOA stations over the radio and streaming platforms, KMIS, KCRV, and our KTMO streaming platforms. Our broadcast sponsors today have been the City of Portageville, First State Bank and Trust, Greenpoint Ag of Portageville, by Citizens for Donnie Brown, Delta Auto Parts and Salvage, by Nick Darter for Dunklin County Sheriff, by the Portageville School District, by Aaron Waynick for Dunklin County Sheriff, by the Kennett Bowling Lanes, Ultimate Fitness and Sports, Bentley Farms, NEA Baptist Hospital, Home Plate Bar and Grill, the Law Office of Peltz, McMullen, Edgington, and Morgan, Darren Todd for Judge, T.R. Baker Insurance, the Kennett Board of Public Works, Kennett Trust Bank, Duncan Sheet Metal, State Farm Insurance Agent Greg Wilson by FM Bank, Glen Sane Motors, Farm Credit Services of Southeast Missouri, both the Portageville and Kennett offices of Farm Credit Services, Baker Implement Company, McDonald's by the Kennett Country Club Pro Shop, John Salmons, and Larry Boone out at the Pro Shop, doing a great job out there. Get out and enjoy a round of golf with this beautiful weather. Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture, one of our great sponsors, along with Skeeter Kill Sporting Goods, our broadcast sponsors this afternoon. Thanks to Monty Lyons handling our radio duties, Tad Jones helping us out on the video streaming side of things, as we had the backstop camera go down, but we had the backup camera up and running this afternoon, and the Bulldogs get the victory 13-8 over the Kennett Indians. That's going to do it for our broadcast. I'm going to throw it back to Monty Lyons as he gets us back in our regular programming.